There are plenty of reasons you might need a new phone, but switching to a better wireless phone doesn't have to be one of them. Because the best phone deal offer is not having to buy a new phone. Keep your own phone and save when you switch to any Straight Talk wireless plan. Like our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month with unlimited high-speed data and 5 gigs of hotspot. Plus nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. And no need for a new phone, at least until there is. Keep your own phone. Switch to a better wireless plan. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Serum. Yes, it is.
Welcome to Allstate, where we bring it all together. And bundling your home and auto is good, right? And it saves you up to 25%. It all comes together. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Bundled savings discounts will vary by state. Saving up to 25% is a
Here, Serum.
policy. Combining the multiple policy discount for having auto insurance with Allstate and the welcome discount savings at enrollment.
Working like a champ. Oh, we'll get into the build here in a minute. I'm still just getting organized, knocking shit all over my desk. Jesus. Come on. The fuck is this? If you're from the Discord, you can jump into the group voice. When I really get going, probably mute just so I can focus. But if you got any questions about my builds or anything, let me know. Need like a be right back page. But this is mine. It's only half assembled right now. Got a green encoder in there for now. And the insides. But yeah, here, where's the, I need to be right back note. Hey. You like my be right back page? Fancy shit there, huh? All right, I'm back. About ready to go. So this is for a returning customer. Found me on Facebook a while back. I'd say sometime within the last year. Built him a GPX. He loved it, and I reached back out to him after the video and getting the Discord up and stuff like that, and he bought this and sent it to me with all the stuff he wanted done. Whoa. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. So we are going to throw in some TTC 80 millions, an ALPS 7mm encoder. I haven't done the 7mm encoder mod on the GPX yet, but we're going to make it work. And I think I got a good game plan on how to make it work. Caesar, thanks for the follow. I'll try to keep up with everybody with all the notifications, but this is the first time I've done this, so if I don't acknowledge you, I'm sorry. Nothing personal, but yeah, let's get a bunch of shit out of the way. Get building. There we go.
Whether it's the leaders who inspire you,
But here we go.
the words that motivate you,
You can do hard things.
or the music that lifts you up,
You didn't come here to keep it basic.
Peloton offers thousands of classes, from cycling and yoga to running and boxing. With so much variety, you'll find a workout that works wherever you happen to be, at home, at the gym, or even outdoors. Motivation that moves you. Start your free 30-day app trial today. Learn more at onepeloton.com. New members only, terms apply.
I've already given this thing a little bit of a pre-check, pre-run, so don't need to do that right now. Normally, the client sends in their mouse, I'll plug it in. With the dongle, if they don't send the dongle, I'll do it wired. And just do a quick run through. Make sure nothing's wrong with it off the bat. But this is a brand new. I've already done that real quick off camera. Here she is. When I'm done with her, she's gonna be a beast. So I guess we'll do this. Might as well. It's not too bad with the paint job and the puck in there. Take the puck out because nobody fucking runs the puck. 61. That's actually pretty darn good for painted GPX. I suppose it's probably off the black color. I mean, maybe white just for a base layer, but we'll find out when we open it up. So 61 grams starting. And I don't really need this, but this is how I do skates. Good old Bearded Bob taught me and a bunch of people this. Using a heat gun is fine. That's how I did it for a long time. People do talk about the warping issue on the bases using the heat gun, but as long as you're not stupid about it, you're not going to warp this. It's ABS plastic, and the crystallization temp of ABS plastic is 80 degrees Celsius. I have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's about 80 degrees Celsius. Lowest temperature on your oven settings, so like 170 on your typical kitchen oven. That's when ABS will start to crystallize. So if you're running a heat gun on this and you have your hands like this and your hands are getting hot, then you're fine and you're gonna, get the skates loosened up enough to get them off. If you're burning your hand, then you're probably getting too hot, but you're not going to burn your hand. I think it's just people that really torch the base, that don't know what they're doing, that heat up the base too much to warp it. But this is just safe. Can't ever go wrong. It loosens up the sticky double-sided tape, the mounting tape, whatever. No problem. And then it also evaporates right away or really quickly. So you can reapply the skates really easily. With the exception of the stock GPX skates, because they suck with their double layer stuff. Like you can see this Colorways, this is their own job. They obviously disassembled it to do the paint job, but look at that, reinstall the skates. I can just like peel it up. So I mean, if this is me personally and I was getting a paint job from Colorways, obviously I'd be throwing on my own skates. But if you're just kind of your average run-of-the-mill customer that's just wanting a paint job, not into skates and doesn't know all this aftermarket stuff, and you got this back from them, that kind of suck. But I mean, that's probably less than 5% of the customers. So I don't even think I need to use lighter fluid on this. It's gonna have a new base, new skates, different kind of skates. So just get into peeling these off. Throw them in the trash. Back one comes off really easily, even without it already being reapplied. And then I'm sure a bunch of you people have seen your typical teardowns a bunch of times or seen them opened up. But really easy. Just remove the screws. And then there's no clips on this particular mouse. So once you get the screws out, the base just releases. Gotta be careful of the cables, but it's not a big deal. And then I always pop the ribbon cable first. Stick your fingernail underneath there, pull that clip up, ribbon cable's loose, pull that out, and you got no chance of damaging that. Battery, it's kind of a pain, but just get your fingernails on there and wiggle it as you're pulling on it. Get it work loose. Sometimes you can stick a real small flathead screwdriver in here, loosen that, but breaks really easily. There you go. Base is gone. Battery we don't need. Get rid of that. And then, yep, looks like a black base version. You can see this overspray way underneath there. Take the buttons out next. It's 4 screws for the buttons. Get these screws undone, they just come out. We're gonna take the PCB out right away. Main switches. Probably pretty much the main thing I'm gonna tackle right away. Getting the soldering. Tear it all down. But don't know if I'll get this build completely done tonight. It's already late. Worked all day. Kind of tired. Don't know if I want to get into the trickier stuff while I'm tired, but let's see how it goes. Don't know whether to get soldering right away, like I just said, or if I just start cutting into the skeleton. Show you guys the weight reduction in the skeleton. So let me know in chat if you guys would prefer one way or the other. Swapping out the switches and the encoder, working on that right off the bat, or cutting up the skeleton. Get that pulled loose. There's that little spring. Be careful not to lose that. I kind of like leaving it in the skeleton if I can. Watch me eat my own words though and go flying, but nope, still in there. I'll show you the easy way to put that back in later on if we need to, but so that crap. And then there's a screw at the back, 2, 3. This one all the way down here in the middle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then if you're doing this stuff on your own, all these screws are interchangeable except for a few of them. The ones up front here to the main clicks PCB are specific to there, and they're smaller. And then all the frame screws or skeleton screws and the screws of the base are the same, the exception of this one right here. This is the same screw as what's on the main buttons and on the side buttons. It's that screw. It goes in the front right there. When I first started tearing into these, I kind of mixed that up and thought that it was this deep one down here, worried that a lawn screw would poke a hole through the top of the shell here, but it doesn't. You know, if you run one of these screws with these longer screws into this hole, it still works. You'll just get a little tiny dimple on the underside right here from the screw pushing through the plastic. So if you're real tedious, I mean, obviously I am and have to be, you know, working on customers' mice. So just remember, it's a shorter screw with the fatter head on the frame on the skeleton that goes on the front middle there. The rest of them are the same screws that hold the base on. So it doesn't really matter about mixing them up. Basically, you got 3 sets of screws. You got 7 total of these that are for the main clicks, the side clicks, which I'll show you once I get the skeleton out of here, and then the one up front. Then you got all these common screws, I'll call them, that are for the rest of the skeleton, and the 6 of them for the base. And then you got 4 that look similar to those common ones. They're a little bit smaller and a little bit shorter. Right here, these 4. And those 4 are for the front PCB. I guess later on when we get into the taking this PCB off, putting on the 3D base, 3 screws here, and those are the same as the main button clicks. So it's basically just 3 sets of screws that you need to keep separated and keep track of. And that's all you need to worry about. Screws are all loose. Just pop the skeleton out from, push up on the side with the ribbon, pull it out, shell's gone. Pull the 2 screws out of here to get the side buttons off. There we go. Then take the ribbon cable off. Get a nice little desk mat here. A little gasoline right here. An X-Acto knife to get just underneath it. Just started. Obviously be careful using an X-Acto knife. I just pry it up a little bit with the knife. Put a little bit more lighter fluid on it. Let's switch to the sponger. And just work the sponger underneath there with the gasoline, lighter fluid, whatever you want to call it. If you feel you're getting hung up and it's a little bit sticky, just add a little bit more. This doesn't hurt anything. It's basically like think of it like rubbing alcohol. It evaporates really quickly. So I guess the only thing I will point out about the using the lighter fluid on the base to get your skates off should be kind of obvious, but you're pouring it in right where you're trying to peel up your skate, right there, and don't bother using it on this little ring. Just stick this in here or a real small screwdriver and peel that up. Don't get gasoline in that sensor. It probably would be fine, but why take the risk? So this build's also gonna get some cales on the side switches. Kind of a full build out on this one. I'm mostly curious about this encoder. I opened my mouth and said I could do it. And theoretically, I got everything I need to do it, but we'll see how it goes. So there's the ribbon cable. Set that aside. I know I got everything all over the place, not in the frame, but whatever. All right, now I just need to put these screws somewhere safe. Bear with me for a second on that. And then, yeah, cutting in the skeleton or doing some soldering. Let me know. Thanks, Caesar. All right, let's do some soldering. Can't seem to find my clippers. Alright, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Let the iron get warm, get my clippers. Be right back.
With Volkswagen vehicles like these, there's no need for drama or second guessing. That's because there's a Volkswagen that's a perfect match for your lifestyle. Like the joyful Taos, versatile Tiguan, sporty Jetta, stylish Atlas Crossport, and family-sized Atlas. Plus, the Taos has over 50 standard features, including LED headlights, turbocharged engine, and an 8-inch Volkswagen digital cockpit. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about our vehicle lineup.
Alright.
I'm Mindy Kaling, and I just finished a job.
Sorry about the
Could not imagine
ads on the music. I'm way too cheap to pay for Spotify.
Propel immune support.
Maybe someday.
Prepared a short speech
I clip the switches,
on the bottom. I'd like to
just
thank
make it easier to desolder.
you for helping me to support a healthy immune system.
Most likely never going to use these arm rounds again, but even if you are, this doesn't affect that at all.
Propel immune support.
They still would go back in just fine. Just makes them easy to pull out. Start making a mess. Nothing fancy for my extra hands. Maybe someday. Add a little bit of solder. Need to get my fan going. Holy crap. Yeah. 1 second. Amran. Just adding a little bit of my own solder to get it flowing. Now do the cleanup. Move on to mouse 3 and the encoder. I'm gonna strip this PCB all the way down. Just make a mess of the mat. Clean up all the excess old solder. All right. This I need to see exactly what it measures for this mod to work. I've already checked this in the past, but just double checking because we're going to a 7mm encoder from a 8mm. Whoa, why is it in inches? There we go. All right. 5.05. Getting to the plunger is hard, but man. Might as well break out all the parts that are going in this thing. So New mouse 3. ALPS.
I'm a business owning, meal prepping at a 24/7 supermom. And for me, back to school's
TTC 80 millions.
Their best-selling school supplies are up to 60% off, so I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong.
Alright, so this normal encoder
Backpacks and
on the
notebooks with
G Pro
little
Super Lite is an 8mm encoder.
and maybe even a little copy
Stock mouse 3 button is 5mm. 5.3 I think they technically say, but this is measured basically 5 even.
Prime, HBO, Showtime. How many streaming services are you paying for?
And that's the wrong one.
Way to track and
3.2.
cancel subscriptions easily. Well, there is. Just download the Truebill app. Truebill organizes your subscriptions by due date and notifies you when something is coming up. From there, decide whether to keep it or cancel it with just a tap in the app. To find out more about Truebill, go to truebill.com/Spotify or download the Truebill app from the Apple App or Google Play stores. Truebill, the money app that works for you.
We interrupt this program with an important announcement from 20th Century Studios.
Fresh hot burgers, sexy burgers.
Now streaming on Hulu.
Big things are coming for summer, Tina.
Spice up your summer with the Bob's Burgers movie.
Did you just use the B word?
Wait, what?
Go, burger people, go! The Bob's Burgers movie. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13.
Let's light this sucker up, huh? Oh!
Oh my god.
Now streaming on Hulu.
I think that was the right one. Just have to see if the measurement's gonna work out, or we'll have to get a little creative to make it work. Because that was definitely more than a millimeter difference from 5. Yeah. About 4.5 to the plunger. And then this guy. That's a little over 5.5 to the plunger. It's gonna be close. It might work. Hopefully it does. Or we'll have to figure something out. Damn chair will not stay up. Wife is texting me some bullshit about the airline. No idea what. Don't care right now. I love how you tell them to leave you alone. You can be busy. Don't interrupt you. And then you get 8 text messages. Alright. Get the encoder out of there. Even if this 7mm attempt doesn't work, we're not gonna keep the stock encoder in there. So following Ence's advice, I just clipped these legs. Otherwise, you're basically not going to get this thing out. Destroy the encoder. Fuck it. Should I try this? Huh? Huh? Get my sponge wet. Give it a few more minutes. I don't want to break away from the stream or what I'm in the middle of. Nothing left. I like to give it a little bath and some isopropyl alcohol. An old toothbrush, same one I use to clean my pistols. Just get all the old flux and gunk off there. I'll do this again later on after getting stuff soldered up. First thing I'm gonna do is mouse 3 and have a look at the encoder. See if that's going to work at all. Kind of having doubts, obviously. Sometimes you can just put these switches in. They'll stay in place well enough. Well, you get them kind of tacked with some solder. A little bit of flux. Brush, get rid of the flux while it's nice and loose. All right, try this encoder, but try it dry. See how the height is going to work out. Legs are kind of holding it in place. I'll have to hold it down. Find what I've done with the scroll wheel. Probably have to get the skeleton out. Yeah, I gotta put this thing in the skeleton. I think it's gonna work out pretty darn good. Gonna get rid of this spring so it doesn't go flying and lose it.
Like these, there's no need for drama or second guessing. That's because there's a Volkswagen that's a perfect
So weird talking to myself.
like the joyful Taos, versatile Tiguan, sporty Jetta, stylish
Learn to love it, I guess, huh?
and family-sized Atlas. Plus the Taos has over 50 standard features, including LED headlights, turbocharged engine, and an 8-inch Volkswagen digital cockpit. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about
Okay,
the
it's
vehicle lineup.
definitely bottoming out in the skeleton, which is another thing I was worried about. So I definitely have to modify the skeleton. I mean, at least tack it down with some screws. And then I might have to throw up my Be Right Back page again. Go downstairs and take the Dremel to this thing. I don't do the Dremel here at the desk here. Go down in the basement, make a mess down there. But maybe try hand filing it first. We'll see. I need to sort out all my screws and find my little freaking screws for the PCB. There's one. There's two. Probably is enough for now. And 4. Nope. There you are. God, when I was looking at this before doing this mod, I was looking at how much clearance there was. See, we're hitting, the wheel is hitting in the frame there. And I thought beforehand, just looking at it, like there was for sure more than 1 millimeter of clearance in play there. So I didn't think I was gonna have to mess with the skeleton. But either way, it's not a big deal. But I figure I've got to go at least 2 millimeters down. It's hard to see if there's anything on this left side where it could be binding. But I guess we'll just start on the mouse 3 side. But I don't know if you can see that. Holding it there forever, trying to watch my own damn stream so I can see what the hell the camera's doing. But yeah, can't press it down because the frame is in the way. So I'm gonna take this out, make some layout marks, and go downstairs and do some work on this. So I'll put my trusty little be right back page back up. Be down there for 10-15 minutes or whatever. Let's see if there's a good way I can mark this with the caliper. Don't really want to go any deeper than I need to. With woodworking, you use these and you just put it on the edge of the wood and then use this sharp point to scratch a line in. But I don't know if I can. No, yeah, I can get in there. Get a good scratch on that. Damn, that's a lot deeper than I ever thought. But there, I got a good scratch in there. And then I might as well go ahead and do this side too, just to make sure it's not going to bind at all on the encoder side. And then if I do it right and do a clean job, even if this 7 millimeter doesn't work and we have to go back to an 8, this won't really affect anything at all. So but yeah, I don't have a cardboard barrier. So I'm gonna go downstairs. I'll be right back. 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Go watch some fresh reviews stream. Do 10-15 minutes. And here. Transition. Boom. Be right back.
business owning, meal prepping at a 24/7 supermom. And for me, back to school success begins at Office Depot Office Max. Their best-selling school supplies are up to 60% off, so I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong. Like a new calculator for my high schooler, backpacks and notebooks for the little ones, and hand sanitizer for all of the above. And maybe even a little coffee for me. It's all in store and online at OfficeDepot.com. Success is in session at Office Depot Office Max.
Buying a home like the one I grew up in has been my dream. We had this great yard where my brother and I would run under the sprinklers. We had a big kitchen table where I told my parents I got into med school. Now I'm a member of Laurel Road for Doctors, where I got a great rate on a physician mortgage and was eligible for no money down and no PMI, so I can make new memories in my own home.
Laurel Road for Doctors. Banking, insights, and benefits uniquely designed for doctors. See laurelroad.com/doctorhome for full terms and conditions. Laurel Road is a brand of KeyBank NA and Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 399797.
Hey, it's Katie Leinenkugel from the Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company. If you're heading up north, already out on the water, or barbecuing in the backyard, we have a flavorful playlist just for you. It pairs well with summer and a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Summer Shandy is a crisp beer with refreshing lemonade flavor. Summer has never sounded so good. Tap the banner to start listening to our Come Summer With Us playlist now. Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company, celebrate responsibly.
So took the Dremel and just augered out some shit. Find a couple of needle files to clean it up. And put some lube on this too in final assembly. This should all be below where the scroll wheel actually rides, so shouldn't be able to feel any difference. Just needed a little bit of extra clearance since it's going to sit lower. Nope. Got the clearance we need. And the mouse 3 switch is too damn short. Damn. Alright. Alright, on to plan B. But man, that's a lot shorter. I have to run downstairs real quick again to get some tape, but first I'm gonna take this mouse 3 switch out and take a look at it and see if my taping idea is even gonna work. So it obviously works out of the board when it's flexing, but that's no darn good. Won't work when it's mounted. Just maybe make sure it's because I'm not because I'm hitting on the encoder side. Didn't take enough out of the encoder side. Guess that could be the case. I'd be surprised if it was, but that might be worth a try first before I try and tape mod damn switch. This is a little different than tape modding clicks, but it's just can't see anything in there on that on the encoder side, but I think that might be part of my problem. So, oh, get in the camera, sorry. I'm gonna go try that again. So it's hard to see, but I got this side taken care of pretty damn easily. Just gotta do a little bit better cleanup once I know that this is gonna work. But I don't think I got this deep enough, so I think that the scroll wheel is right in there like that. Oh yeah, I can tell that for sure now without the encoder even in there. So I'm bottomed out right there. And then on this side you can see I've got a couple millimeters of clearance but since I'm bottomed out on this side and how tight the tolerances are on those grooves, it's just not letting me move down at all to hit mouse 3. So I'm gonna do the be right back thing again for another 5 minutes, go back downstairs and work on that side a little bit more. I'll be right back. Should be a quick one, 5 minutes or so.
Kelly Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, kbb.com.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin.
Yep. Might finally be time to subscribe to Spotify. Being a cheap ass, Jake. Or, well, Silent G. I didn't say that. I'm not Jake. Alright. Do a little better job cleaning up that after we know this works. That's still no dice, huh? Head bonking the camera. Jackass. This could be a slow, tedious process. Definitely don't want to go too much. Make this scroll wheel. Not riding this right. So the resistance is definitely coming from that side. We might be learning that this 7mm mod might not be worth it, but it's not really up to me. I don't know. People have done this already to this particular mouse. You know, there's a couple encoders that some people really love out there that aren't available in the 8mm. So it's worth it to them. I don't know why in the world they aren't all made in just all the damn sizes. But okay, that's free until damn near bottoming out. Of course, I got a mess to clean up. It works. Oh man, works beautifully too. All right. Fuck yeah. Doesn't feel bad. I'm gonna tack this in here real quick and get it cleaned up, put it back in the shell, put the buttons back on, see how it lines up, make sure it doesn't feel like leaning off to one side, which I would suspect could possibly be leaning to the right a little bit. Off-centered like a final mouse. But it's not gonna be off-centered. Just get that final mouse. I'll be getting my hands on one soon, and I'll be playing with that for sure. Once I get to know that platform pretty well, I'll work on that platform for customers all they want. I don't think I'm really gonna worry about getting like crazy aggressive with weight reducing it. I don't really like cutting up the mice too much, at least aesthetically, you know, like skeletons, the inside. Here, go for it. But I just don't know that there's a whole lot that you can cut out of a final mouse that's worthwhile, at least. You know, I'll explore it obviously, but I mean, obviously a battery mod right off the bat would save a few grams, I would think, at least 3, 4, maybe 5 grams. I can't remember what they have in them for a stock battery. But yeah, they'll be coming. Others as well. I've worked on my own GPX for, I don't know, a year or longer, and then clients here and there just through marketplace, just doing the GPX just because it's what I knew, and I kind of figure, you know, even though it's boring, it's just a GPX and it's just a GPX over and over again. Like, I know it, and I know what I can do to it and what I can get away with and what I can't get away with. And if I'm going to you know, do kind of aggressive weight reductions on other mice, I need to prototype it myself, my own mouse, or a junk mouse or something. I don't want to go just tearing into a mouse blind, because good 2, 3, 4 times, you know, you learn something every time. Get kinks figured out, get it refined. Don't care about the side buttons, don't care about a full assembly. I'm just gonna put the skeleton back in here. Let's get a mat out. I'm not putting beautiful freaking paint job on all this mess of shit. Get the skeleton tacked in here. Put the buttons in. See how stuff lines up. I've been wanting to do this for a little while to my own mouse. Just because I don't like how high above the buttons, above the shell, that the scroll wheel rides. I like a lower profile scroll wheel, like as you're in game, if you're using your scroll wheel for tap strafing or weapon selection or whatever it might be. I just want to move my finger over to it and give it a flick. I don't want to like lift my finger off the button. And that's, the GPX is always, you know, to me felt like it's got like a high lift scroll wheel, if you want to call it that. So let's tack these buttons in here and take a look at it.
Business owning, meal prepping at a 24/7 supermarket.
Another fucking commercial. Great.
Success begins at Office Depot office.
Sorry, guys.
Their best-selling school supplies are up to 60% off, so I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong. Like a new calculator for my high schooler, backpacks and notebooks for the little ones, and hand sanitizer for all of the above. And maybe even a little coffee for me. It's all in store and online at OfficeDepot.com. Success is in session at Office Depot Office Max.
Mexican night can be a lot of work.
Oh.
But with Old El Paso, you can make a Mexican night feast with nothing but Mexican night fun.
I need a bigger desk too. It's a freaking disaster. Just glad it's off camera.
You can bring loads of flavor, fun, and variety to any meal with ease.
Excuse me. Shit everywhere. Ooh.
Find Old El Paso at a store near you.
Okay. It does lean a little bit to the right. Don't.
Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken. It is golden brown, so juicy, so delicious. It's the perfect savory start to my day.
Start your day with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit.
I might want to tape mod that too.
Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
I'm probably gonna give it a try. It's a small detail, but you know, I turned it into a final mouse. Look at that. It's not lining up. So that's because that mouse 3 button is just a touch too low, touch smaller than it needs to be. So, but if I can get that tuned up and fixed, let's take a look at profile side by side. Can I accomplish that in the camera here? It's gonna be hard to see, hard to tell, but that scroll wheel being lower, even though it's only 1 millimeter, I think that's noticeable for sure. And I think it's gonna be fucking sweet. Alright, so let's see about tape modding it. This is gonna be a long build. I don't think I'm gonna get through the entire damn build in one stream in one night. Normal ones I can do in 3 hours total, maybe 2 if I'm really cruising through them. but I haven't done this 7mm encoder before. I looked into the size of that mouse 3 switch to make it work, and it's not as advertised, of course. It advertises a 4.3mm which is exactly a millimeter less than the stock 5.3mm. So reading off of the specs, you know, minus a millimeter on the 7mm scroll wheel, minus a millimeter on the supposedly 4.3mm mouse 3, should be pretty much a direct replacement, other than me having to modify the skeleton there a little bit because of the binding and whatnot. But that freaking mouse 3 button doesn't measure 4.3 or even 4mm. It measured like almost 3.5mm. So so my two options, one's kind of easy, but I don't know if I want to do it, but I could tape mod under the PCB here on this right side to tilt the PCB that way a little bit to align the scroll wheel, but that's kind of like a backyard mechanic way of doing it. I think you'd be affecting the pre and post travel of the main clicks by doing that, because the PCB would be tilted and off skelter. You could fine tune that with, you know, how you tape mod those switches anyways or whatever, but still. So what I want to look into trying, I want to look into see if it's possible to tape mod between the PCB and mouse 3 here. Just a couple of tiny little pieces of Tapcon tape, which I think is in the basement again, down by the 3D printer. So gonna have to make another run down there. Let's pull the encoder out. Get rid of this stuff, desolder mouse 3. Can't keep a hold of the damn thing. It's so damn small. There we go. Clean this up again. I think I'm just gonna use another switch. I'll worry about cleaning this up later. Don't know that. Definitely got a little warm, it being such a damn small switch. But I've got a handful of these, and for now I'm not expecting. I got one other build that I'm gonna try and do the same thing too. Not really expecting to have a ton of people wanting this mod if I can figure it out, get it to work. But maybe I'll be shooting myself in the foot with that thought. Guess the kale red black shell encoder, I think it is, doesn't come in an 8mm, but that's another popular encoder in other mice, and I think it's more of a faster and less tactile encoder. So maybe if I can get the 7mm to work with this ALPS, that'll be another one to do. That's a 7mm.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can really control your savings. Because when you drive less, you save more with pay per mile. So you're really in control of your savings. Only paying for the miles you drive.
Clean this up again.
Yeah, life is good when you're in the driver's seat. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Not available in every state. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company.
Okay.
Every day at Sierra, you'll find top brand apparel, footwear, and gear for 20 to 60% less than department and specialty store prices. And during clearance time at Sierra, those incredible prices are 40.
I'm gonna be right back again. Go get that tape. I think what I want to do is cut
That's a lot of saving. Epic brands, vast selection, teeny tiny prices. That's Sierra.
two very, very, very tiny pieces and put them on the pads of the switch there. And then put it back in, resolder it. That should raise it up maybe 0.5 millimeter. Probably not that much, but we'll see. Show my Be Right Back page again. Enjoy the music. I'll be right back.
business owning, meal prepping at a 24/7 supermom. And for me, back to school success begins at Office Depot Office Max. Their best-selling school supplies are up to 60% off, so I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong. Like a new calculator for my high schooler, backpacks and notebooks for the little ones, and hand sanitizer for all of the above. And maybe even a little coffee for me. It's all in store and online at OfficeDepot.com. Success is in session at Office Depot Office Max.
The Sport Clips MVP haircut experience. It's a precision haircut, our signature scent on a hot steam.
All right, here we go.
And a 7-point massaging shampoo that will make you say, Sport Clips, the pros and men's hair.
Kelly Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to Feel Good Summer. Kick back and enjoy these classic summer songs. Brought to you by Bacardi. Do what moves you.
Give this a whirl. I need to grease my damn chair. Maybe even get a new one. It's actually comfortable. My fat ass, like, chair won't hold my fat ass up in this thing. The gas thing just sinks. It's annoying as hell. And I'm only like 210. I'm not that fat. God, which way is this tiny little piece of tape supposed to peel up from? What the hell? I guess pick your direction? What the hell? Just peel off way more than I need. Will this cut it? Oh yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be such a pain in the ass. Alright. Get the damn tweezers out, I suppose. Wonder if one layer is even gonna be enough. Maybe I can put it together dry. No solder. Let's see just how much I gotta shim this shit up actually. Whoa. Thanks for the follow. Tunes, yo. I don't know why shit ain't showing up in OBS and whatever, but my first stream, tunes, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying though. Figured some people might like to see this shit, and I'm doing it anyways. And normally I'm not sitting here talking to myself all night, but getting adjusted. Not trying to be the next big fucking streamer, just figured, you know, I've had some people ask me about streaming or at least doing videos of what's going on. So, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Working on it. Trying some new shit. Trying to get a 7mm encoder to work in the GPX. 7mm ALPS. I thought it'd be almost a direct swap with these different sized mouse 3 switches that I got. But of course the description was fucking off by 0.5 millimeter or almost a millimeter. So now I'm just trying whatever I can think of. Some jimmy rigging shit. But yeah, we got a pink colorways and gonna be a white base, white scroll wheel, TTC 80 million switches, this ALPS 7mm encoder if I can get this figured out and get it to work, tail side switches. I don't know if I'm probably not gonna get to those tonight. I got the kids in the morning, Mr. Mom all day tomorrow, so probably only gonna be working for about another hour or so, and then I gotta hit the sack. But yeah, what's up, man? How's it going? It's Colorways. It's Google them or look them up. It's just like a paint job company. I don't know what all mice they offer, but it's almost like a production painting type of deal. You can just select all kinds of options on their website. They got tons of different colors that you can choose from. So it's a return customer that I did a mouse for him maybe about a year ago, and then after Fresh's video, I sent him the link to the video in the Discord, and he got back in touch, and it's like, dude, this paint colorways is my end game. We've changed some things here and there as it's gone along. Originally it was KL 2.0s and a TTC yellow, and I can't remember how he heard of the ALPS mod. I think he just reached out to me. He wanted something even more tactile than the TTC yellow. And the ALPS is kind of the only thing I know of that's more tactile. He wants, you know, the Zowie optical is his ideal and end game, but you can't do optical into mechanical, or vice versa, obviously, which is really too bad. I mean, I guess there probably is a way, but it'd be a nightmare. So, but yeah, first time doing this Twitch bullshit. So I'll hook you up, Tunes. I'll be getting into other stuff. I can do, you know, simple stuff on other stuff. You know, switches, just battery mods. I just kind of don't advertise it because I'm so busy with just what I got going on. And then if I'm gonna do something extensive on another mouse, I need to do it on my own, you know, a couple of times. Get the run through, make my own mistakes on my own shit. I don't want to just go in blind on, you know, customer's mouse. But it's straightforward stuff. Switches, battery mod, maybe even some simple internal weight reduction stuff that, you know, is pretty safe and pretty obvious. But, you know, I've just done so many of these. I've done, I don't know, I started just doing them on my own, to my own mice, and then I wanted more mice to mess around with, at least the GPX, so threw up a marketplace ad, and you know, got a little bit of business through that. But one day I decided to reach out to a YouTuber and tell him I'd build him a badass GPX, and he read his comments section. So here I am. Yeah, nice. The original. That was before my time. I went like the original G Pro wireless. I mean, I know it's only a few years ago, but like I'm embarrassed to even tell people what mouse I was on. Like I've been tinkering for a while, but only doing like soldering and this full-blown build stuff for about a year. So like I'm not like freaking legend Bearded Bob or even Ents. You know, those guys have been around. You know, I know what I'm doing and I'm confident in it and all that kind of shit, but it's also why I think I'm kind of fair on what I charge, and I also like, it keeps my hands busy, keeps me busy, you know. I'm busy enough as it is, obviously, like anybody else, but I just like doing it. So no, prices are on my Discord. I guess I could write up a prices spreadsheet type of shit in my profile on Twitter real quick. I guess maybe that'd help. I'm really new to Twitter and social. Like, I mean, I've been on Facebook since college, since like I'm 37. When I was a freshman in college, it was like MySpace and Facebook they were just freaking starting. So yeah, sweet. I don't know if you need a link. Probably do. Get you a link somehow, or just hit up that fresh reviews video. Link is in there. Should be. Oh yeah, there you go. Twitter. Yeah, dude. Kinds of pricing information, a little bit of a build gallery in there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say I'm charging like 25 for switch swaps. The battery mod is 15. The 3D base is 25. Weight reduction in general is 35 at the moment. It'll probably be that way for a while, but that's basically me cutting up the skeleton, doing the internal weight reduction, and then also just a little bit of a charge for just general time and labor on opening up the mouse and doing the work. Basically a build adds up to anywhere around 100 to 125 plus shipping. So, and shipping's about $15. I just say $14. everybody's shipping's a little different. Sometimes it's $12, sometimes it's $13, sometimes it's like freaking $20 or $22, but it's just too much of a pain in the ass to deal with giving everybody individual quotes. So I just charge the $14 and figure it balances out. Okay, we definitely need more tape. Still is not lining up. Damn, it sucks. Man, we need a few rows of tape there. Yeah, no problem, Tunes, for sure. I'm busy and enjoying it, and I got a little vacation coming up first week of August. I got any new orders placed, people contacting me. I gotta start telling them about that because I'll kind of put a 4 or 5 day delay on the normal turnaround time. Whenever you're ready, whenever you want, get in touch. Yeah, there's an order queue on the Discord. It's not, I think it's actually fairly accurate right now because pretty much all the existing outstanding orders are through Discord. But I run through just Gmail as well, so some orders aren't on Discord at all. So let's see, there's 8 in the queue right now, but Slade is done and shipped. I just shipped that yesterday. Dr. Slow is done, and I'm gonna ship that tomorrow. The third one down is this one I'm working on right now. And then Krieger's Johnny Salami. I can't remember what the heck is the deal with Johnny Salami. Johnny Salami might be. Yep, Johnny Salami is done. So that's 3 out of. So there's 5 actual in the queue on the server. And at the moment, I don't think that there's any orders that are not in that queue, you know, standalone from Discord or Twitter or from other sources. So say about a week, 5 days for typical turnaround time. If I have a couple straightforward builds, I'll do like 2 or 3 of them at a time in like 1 or 2 nights, and then I want to spend a good night or at least a couple hours with each one, kind of like the night after the build. You know, I'll surf the web with them for a little bit. I'll do some in-game stuff. Just make sure that, you know, everything's all squeaky clean before I send it out. So basically 1 or 2 nights for build, and then 1 or 2 nights for QC check. I'll ship it back. I'm kind of trying to also kind of schedule it out where, you know, work through the weekend, work like Monday, Tuesday night after work. Excuse me. Fuck. And then have like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to QC check the batch, or the, you know, 2 or 3 of them or whatever, and then return ship them on like Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday. But fuck. Yeah, I mean, you got QC check them for sure. I mean, I already have one customer from the first week that had to send his back, unfortunately. It fucking happens sometimes. Oh look, yeah, here, advertising some rogue pouches for y'all. Yeah, I QC checked his for a good night. Didn't have any issues at all. Didn't suspect anything. Sent it out to him, and he got it. Was all excited about it. Used it for a few hours at night, and after a few hours, it started just freaking out. I'm double clicking and scroll wheel freezing up. Oh, fuck, excuse me. But yep, it just happens. Fuck. Try not to do that in the mic. Sorry, I'm losing my voice or something. I've been sick all week, but just, yeah, shit happens. It was completely my fault. It was like the first week of getting hit pretty good with the orders from Precious Video, which obviously I can't complain about. And I was just trying to keep up, and I didn't do a good enough job cleaning up my work, so there was some flux on the back of the PCB that was creating some shorts that for whatever reason didn't pop up until after, I don't know, 5-6 hours of use and gameplay and whatnot. So, but quick and easy fix. But after that, it's like, you guys are gonna have to wait another day or two. Let me give it a good solid check before I send it back, because I don't want that happening.
So I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong. Like a new calculator for my high school.
Oh, fuck, sorry. Excuse me again. I need like a cough button. Alright, where's
It's all in store and online at OfficeDepot.com.
painting business? Painting mice, huh?
Would you look at that? It's Tuesday already. Do you know what you're doing for dinner?
Tacos.
Of course you do. It's taco night. Cheers. And with Old El Paso,
You,
fun, flavorful taco spread on the table in no time.
Are you part of the squad that plays Apex with Fresh and whatever crew he plays? I think I've seen you on his stream, either playing the game or at least hanging out in his streams.
Picture it. Light beer. Ugh, not that. Picture Blue Moon's Light Sky. A refreshingly flavorful light beer crafted with a hint of citrus. Now picture cracking open Blue Moon's Light Sky, tilting it to your lips and taking a sip. The citrus landing on your tongue, you let out a satisfied sigh. Congratulations. You just starred in Light Sky's beer commercial. Blue Moon Light Sky. Savor every sip. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Yeah, I'll try that for sure. I got to I gotta jump in and even learn the freaking game and keybinds. I went through the tutorial real quick. That's about as far as I got. Great, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping by. Oh. Son bitch. Jesus. Well, thanks for the follow. I don't even know who that was, but thank you. Fuck. Sorry for coughing in your freaking ears. Wish I knew what was going on with the noties. Thought I had him set up, but so I hear him, but I haven't been seeing him. But probably just noob streamer problems. One more freaking slice of this little tiny ass tape. Try again. Don't know if it's still gonna get me home, but this is such a hack job. But if it works, it works, right? Oh fuck, where'd that little fucking piece go? All right. Try again. Ooh, that feels different. Feels different. Oh, I think I know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit set up right. Ooh, I think it's gonna look better. I think we're close. We're in the ballpark. Whether or not it's gonna work after I solder it in, we'll find out. Oh. I think it still could use one more layer. I'm gonna go one more layer. It looks a lot better, but it still ain't perfect. One more layer. Yeah, one more layer for sure. I don't want to give this guy a freaking starlight. Fuck. There might be 2 more layers though. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna go 2. That's a lot of freaking tape though. After it's soldered in though, it'll be locked in and not relying on the tape so much. So I think it's still will be fine. I'm just kind of thinking of like a tape mod and the buttons. Really, I don't like to go any more than like 2 layers of tape because it just gets, you know, it's tape is soft, so the more layers of it, it doesn't really, you know, the next layer doesn't do as much help as the previous layer. And then also with buttons, you know, the chances of the tape coming loose and failing, at least on the mains, if you have to tape the main switches, the way I tape the side buttons, I'll show you when we get to it or in the next stream. But basically that ribbon cable I tape behind the ribbon cable between that ribbon cable and the PCB, so there's no chance of anything really going wrong. And if the buttons are really bad, I'll use a layer of aluminum tape and then a layer of like 3M double tape. But this I don't think should be the biggest concern, because after I put solder on that switch, that solder is gonna weld in and lock in that switch for the long haul at least. Yeah, I'm only gonna go one more layer. I think maybe it could use 2 more, but don't want to push it. We're pretty freaking close. And if this works, I gotta do it all over again. But at least I'll know it'll work. I'll know what to do right off the bat. I'll need to look around.
With invigorating taste is packed with B vitamins, guarana and taurine to keep you going. Grab a Rockstar energy drink for your Twin Cities hustle. Hustle on.
Hey, it's Katie Leinenkugel from the Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company. If you're heading up north, already out on the water, or barbecuing in the backyard, we have a flavorful playlist just for you. It pairs well with summer and a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Summer Shandy is a crisp
At least I know what to
with
suspect if there's
lemonade flavor. Summer has
a
never
short
sounded
with
so good. Tap the banner to start listening to our
Mouse
Come
3.
Summer With Us playlist now. Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company, celebrate responsibly.
How's it going? I'm trying to do some stupid shit to this GPX. Trying to make a 7mm encoder work in it, and the default is an 8mm. If I can get it to work, I think it's a pretty badass mod. Is it worth all this time and trouble? No, but like I said, if I can get this one to work, I'll know exactly what to do on the next ones in the future, and, you know, refine it. It'll just get easier. Just wonder if the description was off on that mouse 3 switch, or what the hell, because according to what I thought I ordered, I shouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. Should have been just replace the encoder, replace mouse 3, be done. But nope. Still ain't perfect, but for now, I think that's as far as I'm gonna take it. Solder it up. Add one more layer later on if I freaking need to. Time to move on. And then do the switches. Once I get the switches, this PCB soldered up, do a quick function test on it, and that'll probably be the end of the night tonight. Pick up this build tomorrow. I'll probably try and stream it again, but we'll see. Might just wake up in the morning, pour some coffee, and get the kids situated and get to work. And I got the kids, so can't really dedicate to streaming while I got the kids. I can poke into the office and work while I keep one eye on them, but I won't be able to dedicate to streaming if I do it that way. Or I could wait until tomorrow evening and stream it again. We'll see. I'm usually pretty damn motivated and antsy in the mornings though, so.
Business-owning, meal prepping at a 24/7 supermom. And for me, back-to-school success begins at Office Depot Office Max. Their best-selling school supplies are up to 60% off, so I can save on everything my kids need to start the year strong. Like a new calculator for my high schooler, backpacks and notebooks for the little ones, and hand sanitizer for all of the above. And maybe even a little coffee for me. It's all in-store and online at OfficeDepot.com. Success is in session at Office Depot Office Max.
Hey, it's Katie Leinenkugel from the Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company. If you're heading up north, already out on the water, or barbecuing in the backyard, we have a flavorful playlist just for you. It pairs well with summer and a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Summer Shandy is a crisp beer with refreshing lemonade flavor. Summer has never sounded so good. Tap the banner to start listening to our Come Summer With Us playlist now. Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company, celebrate responsibly.
With Volkswagen vehicles like these, there's no need for drama or second guessing. That's because there's a Volkswagen that's a perfect match for your lifestyle. Like the joyful Taos, versatile Tiguan, sporty Jetta, stylish Atlas Cross Sport, and family-sized Atlas. Plus, the Taos has over 50 standard features, including LED headlights, turbocharged engine, and an 8-inch Volkswagen digital cockpit. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about our vehicle lineup.
Damn. Bonking my head on the camera. And some flux. Helps deoxidize, get a good clean solder. Just try and tack it on the middle while I'm holding it. Camera's in the way. I like to get my head down there and see what the hell I'm doing. Use my little squirt gun, clean up the flux. All right, switches. Quick throw this thing together for a quick mock-up. Quick function test. Kale 80s. Or not Kale, sorry. TTC 80s. Oh. Stupidly, I only ordered a pair. I thought I multiplied the order. Take my headphones off to hear this shit. They sound like they're a pretty damn close match. Yeah, they sound pretty damn good. Yeah, those are not gonna sit in without any pre-solder. Get it nice and flat. And square it up. That looks good. that in front of the fan for a few minutes. And I think I'm gonna just put it in this thing to just do a quick function test of that solder job there, rather than having to put the colorways completely back together. Just throw it in mine real quick. Make sure everything's working the way it should before we go any further with the mods. Yeah, Septic, I'm still going at it. I'll be shutting it down soon, as I'm almost at a good stopping point. In a normal build, I'd be pretty damn close to done with the entire build by now. Just doing some funky shit tonight that I haven't done before. And of course, I said, oh yeah, I can do that. No problem.
It's Katie Leinenkugel from the Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company. If you're heading up north, already out on the water, or barbecuing in the backyard, we have a flavorful playlist just for you. It pairs well with summer and a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Summer Shandy is a crisp beer with refreshing lemonade flavor. Summer has never sounded so good. Tap the banner to start listening to our Come Summer With Us playlist now. Jacob Leinenkugel Brewing Company, celebrate responsibly.
I'm Mindy Kaling, and I just finished a jog. I could not imagine doing it without my biggest supporter, my friend, my everything, Propel Immune Support. I actually prepared a short speech for this moment. Here, it's right on the bottle. I'd like to thank vitamin C and zinc for helping me support a healthy immune system and electrolytes. Hey, Propel Immune Support! Tap to buy Propel Immune Support.
I need a scroll wheel. Oh shit, this ain't gonna work on my mouse, is it? Fuck. It's not. Alright. Here we go, fine. Fuck. Put the colorways all back together, at least quickly. God damn. Forgot about the height change. How it wouldn't work and without the skeleton modification. Yeah, I'm bumping the camera again. Quit laughing at me. Alright, where are we at? Alright, I need to put the ribbon cable back in. Shit, that sucks. Oh well, it'll be worth it. And it'll come off easy the second time. Especially don't press the shit out of that. I need the dongle. All right. Double click test. Too cramped up to even freaking click them. Here, just go like this. Woo. Alright, nothing. That was 150 clicks between both buttons. Mouse 3 works just fine. We're good to go. Fuck yeah. Sweet. All right. I think that is going to be enough for me tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'm fucking tired. And got a good couple hours or more left to go. So pick this up tomorrow. We'll see if I stream it or not. But thanks for joining me tonight. It's been fun. Night, y'all.